Alright, divide, identify the quotient and the remainder. So this is when we're dividing polynomials. You're going to end up having a quotient and remainder, same way you did long division with numbers. Okay, so you're always going to set it up at the beginning the same. Okay, it's the divisor, okay, or you might want to think of that as the denominator. That's going to go on the outside of my division symbol. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So we've got the x plus 4 on the outside. 2x squared minus 3x plus 7 on the inside. Okay. All right, and then let's go ahead and actually do the division here. When we're doing this, you're going to think about you're going to talk about what's going to go in this spot right here. What times x will give me, so this is what it is, what times x will give me 2x squared. All right, that's what we're talking about. What is it I can multiply x to get a 2x squared? That's what the question is, and then we can think about what that's going to be, and it is going to have to be 2x. And again, you're just double checking. You're wanting this first term to eliminate. So you'll double checking. When you take that 2x, that's what you think it is, you're going to multiply it to each thing of the divisor, each term of the divisor. So 2x times x gives me 2x squared. 2x times 4 gives me 8x. Okay. You don't really care so much about the second term. You care that the first term does cancel when you subtract. Okay, that's what you're actually caring about when you're doing this. All right, so let's see what happens here. So you take that, once you've multiplied it, then you put parentheses around it, subtract it. And then this will give us 2x squared minus 2x goes away, just like we wanted the first term to cancel. And then you're going to be thinking about what happens with this negative. This negative on the outside of the parentheses is going to distribute, so this will turn into a negative 8x. So negative 3x, negative 8x will give me the negative 11x. And then you can drop down the next term, and you do the same thing. Okay, so you drop down the next term, again you're going to do exactly the same thing. Go ahead and erase that. Alright, so you're going to do the same question. What times x will give me the negative 11x? Okay, so that's what you're looking at. You're looking at the x and the negative 11 over here. So that's, of course, going to be a negative 11 in this case. So that'll give me my negative 11. And then you do the same thing. You're going to multiply. You're going to take this negative 11 and you're going to multiply it to each term in the divisor. So negative 11 times x negative 11x. Negative 11 times 4 is negative 44. And then similarly put parentheses around it and a subtraction sign. And that's what we're going to be dealing with. Okay. So then you're going to subtract that so you can see what you get left with your remainder. So again, this negative will come inside and change the signs because it will distribute. So this will turn now into a positive and a positive. Okay. So the negative 11x, positive 11x go away. And then positive 7 plus 44 will give us 51. Okay. And then there's no more terms left to drop down, so that's it. So then you have to think about what all of these things mean. Okay. What you got on top of your division symbol, that was called your quotient. What was left over, same as with regular long division, was called your remainder. Right? And you want to think about when you're talked about these with mixed numbers. Very similar for when you're dealing with mixed numbers. How did you rewrite this? So we'll go ahead and do that on the next page. 2x minus 11 was my quotient. And then your remainder over your divisor. And so that's how you're going to write the answer. And again, let me just clarify what each of these are. This is the quotient. And then the 51 here was the remainder. Ta-da!